How's it going, YouTube? Welcome back to another Divine Relic review here. So every single set we do a Divine Relic review, we give our ratings, and we start with the very first and go through the new. So this is going to get longer and longer every time a set comes out, so let's just jump right into it.
I love doing these, though.
Yeah. Okay, so GCR.
I wish I remember what we rated everything.
Yeah, it's good
I
that we
can't
don't.
remember,
But, GCR, let's just give our ratings.
1 through 5?
1 through 10 is what we
It's
did
1
last
through
time.
10.
1 through 10 now?
Yeah. 1 through 10, and we'll just instantly give.
I'm going to give
our
everything 6, 7.
Rating. All right, so we'll say on 3.
Wait,
Oh, well,
GCR?
Yeah, GCR.
Cool.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 8.
9?
You say 3?
I did say 3, and that's probably the
9?
hottest take I've ever had. I have been the GCR stan.
No way it's that bad, especially with the rule changing.
Yeah.
I've been a GCR stan since the beginning, but honestly, like the new Divine Relics are just becoming better and better.
Yeah.
Like,
I still don't think it's a 3.
I mean, how many competitive decks have played GCR?
A million?
Like recently?
A million.
No.
Almost all of them still play it. it's the most played Divine Relic other than Looking Glass. And it's probably more played than Looking Glass, actually. Every Siryu deck's on it. Every Razor Gale deck's on it. Every Water deck is on it. Every aggro deck is on it.
All right. I haven't put GCR in a deck since the set came out.
Yeah, that's true. You've been playing Looking Glass quite a bit.
Yeah. Well, or Quicksilver Grail, or like
I don't think QSG was in.
QSG's been falling off. Yeah.
It's like,
all right, maybe 3's too harsh. I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm still staying low.
5, 8,
Yeah.
9.
9.
Okay. Yeah, I give it an 8 because it's still really good. But I think there's other. I mean, DTR, Looking Glass. Well, with the release of DTR, we got Looking Glass, and that definitely has been like really.
And we'll talk about that
meta.
soon.
Yeah.
So I think it.
Oh, is this meta relevance or how good we think it is?
It's always been part of meta relevance a little bit.
Yeah, but also how good it is, right?
Yeah.
Because if we did meta relevance, most of them would just be a 1.
Yeah.
So we add in how good it is.
It's like potential meta relevance and like future metas and stuff.
Yeah.
So
I still think GCR really good.
GCR,
very, very good.
I think is still king personally.
Yeah, and I think with the rules change, where both spirits come out, and like if there's interaction between there, the person going first might go GCR on their various first materialization very, very often.
Yeah, we're gonna find
interaction and all that. So we'll see. But yeah, so
FTC
589 FTC, we had Quicksilver Grail.
Ooh, how good it is and meta relevance combined. That's tough.
It is really tough. But
what do we give it? We don't know. I think I gave it a 10 last time. So okay, YOLO 3, 2, 1, 7,
6, 6, 7.
Yeah, 6, 6, 7.
So. Yeah, I mean, I think that makes sense. It is a good card. It still can see play, but there is so many more times where you're playing other Divine Relics, or you just don't need to use Quicksilver Grail.
Yeah, I think QSG is like pound for pound better than GCR, and the ceiling of it is obviously much higher. But right now in the meta, it's just tough. Like it just doesn't really have a good place right now.
Yeah.
So, and it's because decks have gotten so fast.
Yeah.
That it's like. A lot of the decks that would play QSG are playing either Looking Glass now because they're changing their deck, or they're forced to play GCR because they have to draw a card.
Yeah.
Like if you go down a card, you might just lose the game.
But it's always going to be relevant to hide a Regalia underneath for like, like when we were in Fractal season, right? When it's like, okay, well, Fractal's the best deck in format. You need to have QSG safeguard, otherwise you lose.
And it definitely seems like water will definitely be a thing. So keeping something protected with like from Fracturize definitely seems like it'll be very viable.
Oh, it's good. It's a great, it's a great card.
It's going to be a harder effect to replace than the reason. Well, another reason that I gave GCR such a low rating is because draw a card, I feel like, is being printed on more and more Regalias.
Oh, yeah.
And so I just think that GCR is losing a little bit of that like uniqueness and like strength, whereas like QSG is hard to replicate with another option, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
That card's nuts.
ALC?
Wait,
Yeah.
ALC?
Oh, okay. It's one thing.
I think you know your rating because you can't even think of the Divine Relic. Yeah. All right. 3, 2.
Temporal, right?
Yeah.
Temporal Spectrometer. 3, 2, 1,
1.
1. Wow.
All right.
That's
next,
crazy.
MRC.
Mercurial Heart.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, 2.
Yay!
Yeah.
Still,
It's better than Temp Spectrometer. That's crazy.
I think we all give it better because it actually has different cards that can interact with it and make it maybe playable. Like we still probably won't see something in PTM that has anything to do with power cells and all that kind of stuff and like automatons, but maybe there is.
I played against a local that played this card with Furnace Drone.
Yeah.
scariest little transition I ever saw. So I was like, wait a second.
I think something would be really cool to get if we get a fast activating. I think we actually have one technically, but if I actually can't remember a fast activating ally that is an automaton. Because that'd be kind of neat. You can just go
Rose.
Yeah, the cheaper.
Yeah.
Oh,
like a
2 cost 1/2.
Yeah, exactly.
there might be like a 2 cost something or other, but
that'd be pretty cool with the on enter of it. You can just flash in an ally if you need to.
That's cute.
Yeah, it's just kind of cutesy stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, our next one is
A and B.
Which would have been
Seal.
Imperial Seal.
Imperial Seal.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting, but
3,
2, 1, 3,
4.
2, 3, 4.
Nice, we did it. We continue.
I think it's.
I think it has a high ceiling. I think that there is potential to it. Is it good right now? Probably not.
Really?
But I there's gonna be a day where this card's good.
I think so too.
It is okay. If something won an Ascent with Temporal Spectrometer in the deck, I'd be like, no way.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. That deck's not refined.
Yeah.
If something won with Mercurial Heart in the deck, have to be like a really specific card
Yeah.
type, right? But like a little bit more plausible.
Yeah.
If something took down Aki
Yeah.
with Imperial Seal in the deck, I'd be like, no shot. What is it? You know,
Yeah,
like, I'd be
yeah,
interested.
yeah,
I'd
yeah,
be like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
that's busted. Like,
Yeah.
what did
They did
do?
something.
You
There's
know?
a reason
Yeah.
they
There's
played
a
it.
combination of 2
Right,
cards that was
right.
just absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that like
that's-
we might be missing. You
Yeah.
know, like I don't think a lot of people are messing around with Seal anymore. Like
No.
I think people messed around with it when it first came out because it was brand new and shiny. But
Yeah.
like it's kind of one of those cards that I wouldn't be surprised if just one day people like someone out there makes like a sneaky deck that's just like, oh yeah, like no one
You
thought
win
of
if
this.
you
We've
do
we've
XYZ.
seen how strong 2 element decks have been.
Yeah.
With like Fire Vanny and stuff like that.
That's the reason why I feel like it's a little lackluster. It's because
Sure.
we have
Yeah.
the ability to do 2 elements.
Sure.
That doesn't cost you a materialization that's not leveling up and your divine
And, we
relic
have a-
slot
and
and
we're-
only giving it to you for
I
one
think
turn.
we're always going to keep getting more and more cards allow us to cheat other elements in one way or another.
Yeah.
So I feel like
That's why it's a 4. Or
Yeah.
you're 3 for you.
mine's 2 actually.
A 2
It's
for you.
2, 3, 4.
So, but the cool thing that you can do, super side note, you can play Lost Spirit Merlin and still have fireballs.
There you go.
There you go.
You also
Easy.
run Prismatic Sanctuary.
And
Yeah.
Topsy Decree.
Anyway, next up is after AMB was HVN.
Yep.
Which is
Arvor.
Heart of War. Oh, interesting.
Y'all are not good at remembering these.
I don't see them very often.
many
yeah,
sets, man.
yeah. To be fair,
They
yeah.
all just mashed in my brain.
Yeah, ready? 3, 2, 1, 5.
6.
I didn't say mine.
Wow.
I couldn't.
Wow,
think.
this dude
3?
cheated.
3. I think you can still see play. I think it's interesting with Alice coming out, where we're gonna have like a lot of like Spectre allies probably on board. That something like Art of War could be really nice and helpful with that. And then it's always just decent.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's decent.
Every time I do coaching and people have that in their deck, I'm like, explain why that's in there.
Yeah.
And then they start telling me, I'm like, okay, but it doesn't actually help in that matchup because like people are playing it for like boots. And I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
get that, but they're not usually doing the wind allies thing of playing ally swing, playing ally swing, playing ally swing, right? Like that is technically what they're doing, but that's not how they win.
Mm.
And like I feel like Art of War really only is good against
Win
wind
Merlin.
allies. And win Merlin, yes. But like really, really, really specific decks.
Sure.
And so I just think like it's just kind of like falling off. Like
Yeah.
if we see a meta that like wind allies is number 1, then yeah, it does get better.
Or
So
just
maybe
ally
3
decks.
is too
Maybe
hard.
suited
Yeah.
is good now with the new suited stuff
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Which I mean, the deck is good, but you're just not seeing
Yeah.
a lot of it.
Yeah, we're
so.
getting those suited cards are some pretty big drops to put on board.
Yeah.
So making them not be able to attack on that turn.
Really slows them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
After HVN is it TTR?
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
We
For
made
some
it.
reason, I feel like there's another set. But
Looking Glass.
I have a hot take about this, but I'll say this here.
Yeah.
Ready? So 3, 2, 1, 10. Okay, it's not that hot take apparently. Never mind. I think it's really good. I think it will still be very good.
Yeah.
We even got more synergies with having a Regalia on board.
Yeah.
That even if you don't use Looking Glass in the same way you have been, like with this past set in DTR, in PTM, I think you will actually be able to use it with cards that say like sacrifice a Regalia
Yep.
and draw a card and recover 2.
Yep.
Like that's insane.
Yeah.
If you don't need it anymore.
We've already seen Ghost abuse this, right?
Yeah.
And now I think we're seeing more generic ways, which just definitely amplifies this card's rating because pretty much everyone now can use this and get some advantage out of it.
Yeah.
And not having to materialize it is just so huge.
And I bet we're gonna get at least 1 or if not 2 more new Regalia that are
for
distortion
sure.
objects.
Yeah.
So on top of that, it's probably gonna have a little bit more of a push with it.
Yeah, it's it's just insane. I know I said GCR is king, and maybe it is pound for pound, but like this deck just single-handedly, the fact that it just starts on the board, right? Ghost of Pendragon is a heck of a card, and having access to this, even if somebody blows up your sword when you were Lorraine 1 as like a Merlin player or a Lorraine player, crazy. So having access to that, as well as just access to a lot of really powerful cards, specifically Inert Sword with a little cat that has really taken over the meta.
Inert Sword has changed the game.
Yeah. Cheshire Cat is a nutso card.
I flame swept people on level 1 in Auckland, which we used to only be able to do that by bringing out Sword of Adversity on your level 1, which
we used to play.
We did at Nats, but that was a very, very telegraphed play what you were going for. And with Inert, it's not telegraphed at all. And also you would break your only sword and lose that. And you don't do that with Inert because of the 2 durability. So I mean, like things like that, things like even Reckoning's Wake, right? Like giving you access to a better Idle Thoughts is like cool, right? Like not super used right now, but I think it will see some play and stuff. And there's just so much play with it.
I mean, think about the Boots deck.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally wouldn't exist.
So like, and that's one of the scariest decks in the format. And Ranger Strides is a card that might need to get a look at, to be honest. But
since Boston, I said it should be on the watch list.
That card is absurd. So as far as those Divine Relics goes, those are our ratings. But now we've got a new one.
Let's go ahead and read this
it?
one.
Okay, cool.
It's brand new. So it's a 0 cost Norm Exalted, which is our first timing restriction on a Divine Relic. We haven't even had so Lost Providence, Regalia item, Cleric Spectre Artifact, Divine Relic, obviously, and Hindered. You may activate this card from your material deck. If you do, it enters the field ephemeral. Tap to banish it and draw a card.
Rest to banish it.
Yes, rest to banish it and draw a card.
It's a 0 cost.
So it is like a GCR, but you cannot activate until you're level 3, but you can activate in your main phase. I think a lot of people thought this was very bad when it first came out. But do you want to do a rating real quick here?
So and it is delayed. So you bring it out, not in your materialization, and then it would be delayed. Think
about my rating. You guys have your ratings?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. 3, 2, 1,
9.
8. I was gonna say 9.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I was gonna say 10.
Yeah.
So
I brought it down.
I think it's crazy that people were saying like how bad this was.
I think
we had a lot of people like approaching us when it got spoiled, and I was just like, no, it's not bad. Think about this, and they were like, oh yeah.
This card's nuts.
So what are all those things?
So the biggest thing was people were saying like, isn't this just worse than GCR?
Yeah.
And it's not. So if you get to level 3, or level 2 with Alice, which is pretty cool, then you bring it out. It goes on the board. Yes, it's ephemeral. If your opponent Zephyrs it or baby greens it or something, it'll go away.
If they Zephyr it, it comes back.
It comes back, not ephemeral.
Because ephemeral checks, it says if it were to leave the field, it goes to banishment.
Zephyr
suppressing makes it banishment, and so actually when it comes back, it will come back to the field
not ephemeral.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
So the only way is actually just to blow it up.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Or fracturize it, but then they kind of what
then they
want.
Like,
right. So
like you can reduce this. Yes. So like that's the real way.
Right, but then you activated a card that cost you 0 memory
in your main phase,
and they -1.
Literally, the only thing that this cost you was your Divine Relic slot. That is literally it. And then they -1 and lose the tempo of paying. For
we got to activate a what is the distortion bauble? Bauble of
scarcity.
Yeah, is it the one that both people discard a card? We kind of did that one-sided.
Sure.
With this card.
There's not real interaction for this, as far as we can tell, that isn't like giving your opponent a disadvantage. And so doing that for no cost to you or just your Divine Relic space, worth it. So the interactability is very minimal. And then you are going to get a delayed draw a card. There's also some other really cool things about it being ephemeral, like I forgot the card name. Fleeting Guard, I think.
Losser.
Sure, that. But there's like a Veiling Breeze card. Fleeting Guard. So being able to bring this out and not even caring about it being hindered because you're just adding an ephemeral count onto your board to do more damage protection. That's like a really big upside that
people aren't going to be thinking about.
I don't think. People.
You are
spoiling all the secrets. But like think about like Murkheart, right? Murkheart's like one of the best things about it is that it is a power cell, so it just has some random synergies with other cards, and that's kind of what this like ephemeral typing is to me, or not typing, but like
Well, it is also Spectre, which can be relevant. I think I can't think of all the Spectre things, but I'm sure there are things.
I'm sure we'll get stuff if you have a Spectre on board.
Yeah. So that's huge. But I like going off of what you said, and I talked about GCR at the beginning, and one of the reasons I said that it is like so important right now is that like slower decks are like forced to play it right now. In a lot, like not all slower decks, but a lot of them, because they have to have the draw to keep up with these like faster decks and like even Crux that gets on really fast, and we got to be able to keep up with this card draw. We're able to get to 3. We do not have to waste the materialization on GCR.
That's so important.
Which is the biggest part of what for me, what makes this card so strong is that we get to 3,
literally turbo to 3,
bring this out instantly. And now this is our GCR. When we go to our next turn, we can, use this like a GCR in our recollection if we want.
Turboing to 3, having a GCR on board already isn't going to do anything for you.
No.
Like you probably only have like 1 or 2 cards in hand. Like probably only 1 card if you really turboed. And like if you had a GCR already on board that turn instantly, like if somehow you like took a turn off, drawing 1 card going to 2 probably isn't going to do much for you.
Think about how strong it is when like Merlin, like you DG to Merlin level 2 or something like that, right? Eat a float and then gain a level counter, and then you hard level up or something like that, and then you get to go to level 3. You're at a super low influence because you DG to 2 and hard level to 3, but then that Merlin effect instantly triggers you and you get to draw a card, right? That's so strong, and this card is going to give that feeling to other decks, I think, because now you can DG to 3, immediately bring this out. Sure, it's hindered, but then you go to your next turn, your first full turn on a level 3, and you immediately get to pop this and draw a card. And that's so incredibly strong, and it's one of the reasons that I did want to give GCR. You know what? I am going to give GCR a 3, dude. I'm going back to it, dude. I changed from a 3 to a 5. I'm going to give it a 3 because, like, I don't see why an advanced element deck would run GCR anymore. Yeah, you could argue to, like, fix when you get in a game state where you can't get up to level 3, but that's what backup charger's for, right? Because backup charger's still a broken card. That power cell always has use some way or another.
We'll get Thurable actually.
We get Thurable back.
Right.
So in Win decks, we have that. Pangu for Guoja decks.
They already showed off a new one that's, I believe, you pay 4 and draw, but it's a norm one as well.
Sure. But, like, so it's just like, you can already run backup charger to fix your early game states where you get bricked or whatever, right? But, like, having this to dungeon guide up to 3, immediately bring this out to help pay off the cost of getting to 3,
and then go into your materialization and go like terrafring.
No, I mean like I'm thinking about this like CL, right? CL's materializations are so important. They're so incredibly strong. Getting a free draw that I don't have to materialize for, that's unreal. Being like, okay, I can turbo to 3 now, recover some of that materialization cost back, and then still just go right into my materializations that I want, right? I mean, even think about like paying for Grand Scenaire, right? That cost 1. Like, this card now makes my Grand Scenaire free, right? Because I can turbo to 3, I get a card, and then I lose a card for Grand Scenaire, right? Like, that's unreal. Like, and all it cost me was my Divine Relic. I'll take that every day.
I think it's a very, very good card.
Yeah.
If you think it's a bad card, try to rethink how games are played, and maybe you're not a level 3 player. Maybe you're
that's probably why
strictly aggro player.
Because if you are an aggro player, you see this card, you go, why the heck would I play this?
Also, we could be wrong, right? Like,
I don't think we are.
We've been wrong about cards before. I feel pretty strong about this one.
Think about this in Serio.
Oh, it's gross.
Think about that in Serio. When then you go, okay, cool. I go to no cards. I have 1. Bring Incandescent. Go to 2. Pop this. Go to 3. Flash something in. Or whatever I want. Use a command.
Serious command in rec. And then now draw for turn and do another one.
And that was after we double DG or beseech DG to 1 card. So think about this.
Unreal.
There is some crazy potential with that. Think about this getting access to this in like a deck like Luxem Xander. And having access to something like this right out the gates is really strong. Another like Syria was the big one I wanted to bring up because that is disgusting. But also a deck that I wanted to bring up with this because you and I way back Worlds when you played Rye, the other deck we were considering playing was Umbra Diana. And then we're getting a little more Umbra support, and that deck is still good, especially with all these turbo decks and things like that. A card like this, we actually ended up cutting our GCR and stuff out of those lists because there was never time to bring it out.
You were either bringing out a bullet or a gun.
Exactly.
Or a champion.
Look at this.
Free
now
draw
we get a free draw with our bullet. So like something like that is crazy strong. So I just think that this card for level 3 decks specifically, obviously.
I mine a 9 now too. But
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But man, just super, super strong.
Yeah.
So
really cool card. I'm excited.
I'm very excited for it.
I remember one of the very first things we said when we were playing this game is, how do they get better than GCR?
Yeah.
Like, it was when like Quicksilver Girl was released. We're like, honestly, does it get better than Quicksilver or GCR without being just inherently just like broken? And this isn't inherently broken.
No.
But it's a very good card.
I mean, it kind of is, right? It is broken for level 3 decks.
Yeah. But that's what it's only usable.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
That's the big like drawback.
If this didn't have
Drawback.
Exalted, this obviously would just be like the most cracked card in the
It'd be like a $400
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd probably get banned, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there'd be no reason to play anything else.
Exactly.
Why wouldn't I play this?
My only qualm, with this is that you can't play in level 3 Vanny. It's a bummer.
Get better, Vanny.
Sure.
That one's sick.
Get better, Vanny.
Anyway, that's it for this one, guys. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.